guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and today I'm reviewing the World of Nintendo Animal Crossing Villager from Jakks Pacific. I love the World of Nintendo line. These are such fun figures, and I love that they're covering such a wide array of characters. And finally, in the larger 4-inch scale line, we now have ourselves one of the villagers from the Animal Crossing games. I love the Animal Crossing games, so I was so excited to see this particular guy. And thanks to Jakks Pacific, we can get a look at him outside of the packaging. So let's go and check him out. First of all, look at the box. We got a nice bright blue card back. I love how for each of the video games that the characters represent, the card backs are slightly different. So we got a nice blue card back with some images of the different characters from Animal Crossing. And then the blister bubble fully showcases our figure and the accessory within. If we rotate this around to the backside, we get some little turnarounds of the character showing some of his articulation and such. And down at the bottom, we can see all the figures in this particular series, which includes Star Power Mario, awesome, the Koopa Paratroopa, or Koopa Troopa, but he's got the wings, so, you know, either way. We got the Villager, of course, which we're looking at today. We got the Link in Goron tunic, sweet, red tunic Link, and Peppy, which will complete the Star Fox team with the Jakks Pacific line. So pretty cool stuff. But today, we're just looking at the Villager, so let's open him up and take a closer look at him. All right, let's go and take a look at the Villager outside of the packaging. We'll start with the figure's height, which you can see is just above 4 inches tall because of the way his hair kind of spikes up there. I mean, the figure itself is pretty much right at that 4-inch mark, which is the appropriate scale for this particular line. Now, I was very interested to see how the design of these characters would actually translate to action figure form, especially an articulated action figure, because they have the very large heads, the very skinny legs, kind of like the weird-shaped hands. You can see the hands on this guy, they're just balls. They're little balls. There's nothing there. There's no way to grip onto anything or anything like that, but it is accurate to the game. And I gotta say that Jakks did a pretty great job with the overall design of this guy. I was expecting him to be way too top-heavy, but as you can see, he balances fine. I mean, the feet are flat enough. You don't have to worry about him toppling over. He stands there fine. Now, of course, he's easy to kind of bobble over because of, again, the skinny legs, the larger head, but he does stand there. So it's not like he doesn't stand at all, which is really, really good. He's also a very solid feeling figure, so I like that. Feels really nicely made, doesn't feel too flimsy or anything like that. And the paint is really nice. I love the face. Perfect representation of the villager characters from Animal Crossing. And of course, the patterns seen on the t-shirt and the pants, which are totally mismatched, but they completely come from the video games. I love that. You guys might even recognize some of these patterns if you play the game yourself. So that is really, really cool stuff. I think the overall design translated very well. So let's talk about that articulation. That head's ball jointed, so it can roll around, look left and right, great range of motion there. We do have little hinge joints at the shoulder, so the arms can kind of move up and down, but you can see you don't get a really great range of motion. You can also move the arms forwards and backwards. You can swivel at the elbow as well as bend at the elbow. But, you know, with the limited range of motion, they're always going to have the arms that can't always go down, like they're super buff or something. You can't put the arms all the way down to a side. There's no swivel at the waist or anything like that. Then that just brings us to the ball-like hinges at the thighs there. So the legs can go outwards, they can move forwards and backwards, and they can swivel there. And surprisingly, we do have little knee bends. Look at that. And there's little details sculpted on those boots. That's crazy awesome. But yeah, so I'm actually surprised that they worked so much articulation into the little guy. It doesn't all really function super well. You're not going to get super crazy poses out of this guy, but it's not like your villager needs to be a dynamic posing character anyway. So it's pretty nice for what it is. You can get some very basic Animal Crossing-like poses, and dude's just going to look good on your shelf. Now, it comes with one accessory, being this little leaf here. Of course, if you've played the games, you know that this leaf represents like a piece of furniture that you would pick up before you dropped it in your house. It's made of a kind of a softer plastic. You can see it is a little flexible. Does a great job of looking like the leaves in the game. Because he doesn't really have fingers or anything like that, he doesn't really hold on to this accessory at all. I was able to kind of squeeze it between his hands a little bit, but there's not really a good way to make him hold it where he doesn't look like he's just eating it. So unfortunately, that's one of those things that you're either going to have to try to fit in his hands, or you'll just pose on the shelf kind of laying next to him. But nonetheless, still fun that they packed in any accessories at all, and that's a cool little one for this particular figure. It would have been neat if we actually got some of the furniture, maybe some more of the iconic pieces from the game. That could be really fun, but that's just kind of a pipe dream, I guess. That's just me dreaming of some of the options that we could have. Otherwise, I think this is a really fun figure. Like I said, I'm a pretty big fan of the Animal Crossing games, so it's pretty cool getting this guy added to the World of Nintendo lineup. I gotta give a very special thanks to the folks over at Jakks Pacific for sending this guy along so we can get a good look at him outside of the package. This is the upcoming wave, so it should be hitting store shelves anytime now. So happy hunting, my friends! And hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, why not hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on one of my toy reviews. Until next time, my friends!